Hi guys, it's Annette. Happy New Year's, and it's my annual New Year's resolution video. I have notes this time, pages and pages of notes. Every year I kind of go through the same thing, but every year I also learn more about resolutions and habits and stuff that I want to share with you guys. This year I want to go more into the GRIT, G.R.I.T acronym and how that can help you break habits, make new habits. First of all, I want to say you don't have to wait until New Year's to make a resolution or change anything about yourself. It's a new day every day. I'm a Pisces. I like to reinvent myself a lot. So you don't have to do it every New Year's. I just think it's fun. I do want to point out that during New Year's resolutions, the energy is not on the planet to make something stick. It's cold. We still have seasonal depression. But once spring equinox come, February, March, April, around Easter, there's more vitamin D, the sun rays, everything's coming back to life. You have a pep in your step, and it's easier to keep any habits, to break any habits during that time. So I like to think about this time, winter, between the beginning of spring, a good time for you to brainstorm and make a list of habits you want to start, habits you want to stop. Then you have a better chance to get things moving and started. For the last couple years, my New Year's resolution is to stop drinking cherry Dr. Pepper. And it's only gotten worse. I think last year I said I was only drinking it like on special occasions and like the weekend. But now, yeah, it's pretty much almost every day. It's a lot better than like less than 10 years ago. I was drinking alcohol every day, so I'm doing a little better. But I have made videos on what sugar does to the brain and dopamine. I should make a video about what it does to the body because that's even worse. I've never been addicted to sugar until now, and I'm having a hard time kicking it. That's not the only New Year's resolution I have. There's a lot of things I want to start or stop. And if you remember, I was reading Bad Habits by Jen Shapiro. It's how to make new habits, how to break old habits. I'm not going to lie. I haven't finished the book because it makes me feel really guilty that I'm not applying these rules that will help me to stop drinking soda because I'm not ready, or I wasn't ready to stop drinking cherry Dr. Pepper. It's so good. So people that carry around grit and know how to use grit are very successful in a lot of endeavors they do. So the acronym GRIT stands for guts, resilience, initiative, and tenacity. So the whole idea behind grit is you can learn and accomplish anything if you have grit. It doesn't matter what your IQ is. It doesn't matter if you came from a family with wealth. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter if you have talent. If you stick to grit, you will accomplish and learn just about anything. Talent doesn't come from grit. Grit is effort, and the effort you put in. It's not going to be a sprint. It's going to be a marathon, and that's why it's hard for people. It's hard for me. It's having a mindset of growth. Every successful person has failed and have had failures many, 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 many times. The whole thing with grit is you have to be able to try again after your failures. So there was a book studying this written by Angela Duckworth where she explains that, what did she say? Oh, this has to do with talent and effort. Everyone thinks they have to have talent to have grit. But talent only counts for once when effort counts for twice. And she wrote out a little problem that explains it better. Talent times effort equals skill. Skill times effort equals achievement. So talent counts for once and effort counts for twice. So the first rule of grit is to develop a fascination. So what is it you want to learn? Is it a hobby? The second thing to do is daily improvement. You want to improve every day with this. So number 3 is greater purpose over pleasure. So this is what gets me. I don't want to quit drinking cherry Dr. Pepper because it's pleasurable when I drink it. But I don't like retaining this much water and feeling like crap. And number 4, it's a growth mindset. Compete with your yesterday self. Your abilities that you can do aren't fixed when you were born. You have all the abilities that you can ever want. It's all about perseverance through diversity and failing and trying again and failing and trying again. I should know this isn't my first YouTube channel. It's not like any of my channels have been successful, but I'm not giving up. It's been 5 years, but it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay, I'm going to read some of the notes that I have jotted down. Having the stamina quality, not just being passionate, but sustaining it for long periods of time and never giving up. I am a very passionate person, but you do get in your head to where you want to quit and you don't think you're enough and you don't think you're ever going to get it. And this is what makes me want to talk about our thoughts. So we have all these intrusive thoughts going through our heads all the time that says, you're not good enough. Don't try out for that. You're going to embarrass yourself. All these little words in our head. You are not your thoughts. You'll never be your thoughts. Your thoughts is your brain in fight or flight mode. Our brain always goes to the negative first because it wants to protect us. So these thoughts are fear-based and it's our ego talking. It's our ego in flight or fight mode because our blood pressure might be getting a little worked up when we're like, oh, I might fail. And then that's when your brain is like, yeah, you're going to fail. You're not good enough because it's in fight or flight. It's not your real thoughts. It's just your ego. Your ego reminds me of your inner child. It's that little voice that was scared when you were a child that you need to heal and you need to comfort your inner child. But it's the fear base that is trying to protect you. But there's no protecting because this is what you want. You want to learn this trait or hobby or whatever it is. And I mean, we could reprogram our brains. Like we get to choose what we think about. So why wouldn't you say, I can do this. I'm the most creative person in the world. I have endurance. I don't know why I'm yelling at you because I can't even do this myself. But we have to tell our brains, hey, I'm the best person on this planet. God damn it. Some of the best advice I can give you is to surround yourself with other people that like having achievements and hobbies and that challenge themselves. My problem is when I have grit, I tend to trigger other around me that have insecurities. I tend to be an open book all the time, and I like to tell people my plans and goals, but that's not very smart to do because people that are insecure and feel threatened by you trying to improve yourself makes them think about themselves and how they don't want to do that. So they tear you down. They make it harder for you. They make fun of you. I mean, just having this YouTube channel alone, I've been made fun of by so many people that get insecure and triggered about me just finally putting a camera in front of me and learning how to edit. I had no idea how to edit, and I think I'm pretty damn good at it now. It is okay to let go of some friends if you have to for the moment of time, friends or family. Just keep your distance if they're the kind that like to dim people's light because it makes them feel inferior. Don't dim your light for anyone. You have grit. You can reach your goals and be whatever person you want. I myself am so blessed to meet others like me from YouTube. Yes, we don't see each other in person because we live in different states. Some of us different countries. Hi, John in Scotland. But you know the people, your soul family that feel the same way. And we're going to rise each other up. We're not going to make fun of each other for trying because we're all trying the same thing. We're all trying to succeed and we're there for each other. We want to lean on each other. And that's what the kind of friendships you should have around you. I think that's about all I have. I went on a rant in here, but the more I read the other stuff I wrote down, I kind of just sidetracked and it's not really relevant to this. Sort of, but maybe that's just another video for another time. So I'm going to end it here. There's a lot of noise going on in the neighborhood, so it's probably best for me just to end it here. If you feel comfortable, you don't have to. You can let me know what New Year's resolutions or hobbies you want to start this year or any changes you want to make for the new year. Again, you don't have to. A lot of times it's good to keep it personal and to yourself, but it's definitely up to you. I hope you liked this one. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the new year. Boy, 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 boy.